Hello, these are the beautiful roses in our garden. They're a bit in the sun right now. I just wanted to hop on, I'm a bit in the sun as well. I just wanted to hop on and just have a quick chat about something which is coming up. Hang on, I'm just going to put my feet up as we chat. So there's an eclipse coming, which you might know. Hello everybody. And it's kind of, well, I think it's actually a really, really good thing. Let me tell you why. Because it's in the sign of Gemini, which is the sign of the mind. And it's actually taking place while Mercury is going backwards. Okay, so it's a new moon eclipse in the sign of the mind as Mercury goes backwards. So it's a really, really, really good time to change the way you're thinking. And changing the way you're thinking will change your life. It will just completely influence what happens in your life, because what we focus on is what we get, basically. So yeah, nice to see everybody. Hello Bella. Hello Marie. I'm just going to show the roses again. Look at the roses. You want to see our renovations? Here are our renovations. So we are literally next door to our renovations. So yes, so if you have been giving yourself a hard time, okay, if you've been giving yourself a hard time, if you've been thinking negative thoughts, not focusing on the beauty in life like the roses, not maybe doing enough gratitude, just terrorizing yourself, worrying yourself silly, all that kind of stuff, which we all do from time to time. And I think a lot of us are doing now post the peak, hopefully the peak of the pandemic, although, as I keep saying, it does look like it's going to be going on next year and well into the year after as well. Like Klatia is saying she's having a horrible time emotionally during the retrograde. I'm not sure if the jury is still out on which comes first, the thought or the feeling, or the feeling or the thought. I think it's the thought, then the feeling. But, the way to turn it around is to focus on the positive. So I've been thinking about this workshop that I'm going to be hosting on June the 10th, which is free. And I've actually already written up kind of like a presentation. I really want to make a super special effort for this. And I was thinking, I don't want to just focus on manifesting like in general, even though it's a new moon and new moons are great for manifesting. What I actually want to do is I want to focus on changing our mindset. And that is going to be extra easy to do because the new moon is taking place in the sign of Gemini as Mercury retrogrades, which is going to help us to kind of, maybe switch back a bit to the way we used to think, or just rethink the way we're thinking. Mercury retrograde in Gemini with the new moon in Gemini, it really is the perfect time to do all that. So, so if you haven't signed up yet, it's free and there's a link at the top of the page. You can go straight to the Facebook page, and probably some of you have, but it's actually better if you sign up there as well, because then we'll be able to send you details about where and when, and maybe we'll do some bonuses, I don't know. But yeah, it's free, there's no, nothing, there's no agenda. It's literally, we're actually doing it really late. I'm only giving you kind of 5 days notice, but I just thought we'd do that. And I'm going to really do what I can to help us to reset the way we're thinking. Okay, so I think it's really important. Someone says they're sitting here smelling the budding roses. Does anybody know what kinds of roses these are? Because these are the roses in our garden where we are renting, and they have just appeared out of nowhere. We have had nothing to do with them. I did actually plant some nasturtium seeds today. We'll see if they flower. The ego stores more negative emotions than long-term memory instantly, but it takes 12 seconds of holding a positive, grateful thought that goes into our long-term memories. Yeah, we need to do some stuff like that. That's exactly the kind of thing we're going to be doing. If anybody knows what kind of roses these are, do tell me, because I'd like to have them in our actual garden when we go back next door. So there we go. I just wanted to really hop on and say that. And, you know, if you are thinking lots of negative thoughts, if you're focusing on the negative, if you're having a tough time, try and pay attention to that. And, you know, feel the feeling. It's not about pretending that you're not feeling it, but be aware of when it's just fear. You know, when it's just fear. So this isn't about spiritually bypassing. It's not about pretending nothing's wrong if something actually is wrong. It's not even about not worrying about things that you need to worry about. But it's also about having some faith and to look at where you're actually worrying yourself to the point that you're actually going to start attracting something that you don't want. Okay, so it's not easy, but it is doable. It is doable, and we will focus on that in the workshop, which is free. Link at the top of the page. There's no hidden agenda, like I said, just a workshop. Just because I really wanted to take the time to make the most of the new moon eclipse, and I just decided last week, let's do a workshop. So link at the top of the page, sign up, and I'll see you online. All right, guys, lots and lots of love from me and the roses. See ya.